This program is produced at the University of Richmond in cooperation with WCVE Public Radio. Transcripts, podcast, audio, and video are available at amomentintime.com.
Tune into Turntable Taxi on KSJE Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. Each week, we select a musical style and play 78s, 45s, and 33 RPM records. Some of our themes will include swing music, blues, heart-wrenching torch songs, early rock and roll, girl groups, soul, and R&B.
Wednesday morning on KSJE, and that means it's time to go to the Encouragement Lab. That is where Communications Professor Dr. Mike Hattabaugh is standing by to join us via Skype this morning. Dr. Hattabaugh, good morning. There you are.
Good morning, Scott.
We can see you, of course. Folks who are watching us on Facebook and YouTube have the added pleasure of seeing both of us on the screen this morning. So
that's right. That's fun.
Good to have you along. And this week's topic is try not to suck, huh?
Yeah, which side's my best side, by the way?
You know, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
I think it's this one.
Looked very presidential in profile there.
Try not to suck. If you're a baseball fan, you might know where that came from.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
2 years ago, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series.
Yes, I do remember that.
And everybody knows that, even if you're not a baseball fan.
That's right.
Well, I am a fourth-generation Chicago Cubs fan. Fourth generation on my mom's side, second generation on my dad's side. And that was a big deal to us. And here's what's interesting, is at the beginning of that year, the Cubs were so good that Sports Illustrated predicted that they're going to win the World Series. Well, normally, that's like a death knell to a team. It's like Sports Illustrated said they're going to be great. That's a lot of pressure, and they fold, right?
Right.
So when the team showed up to spring training, their manager, Joe Madden, pulled them together, and he only talks to them twice a year. And this first time he pulled them together, he said, hey, I got a goal for you guys this year. And everybody thought, oh, what, win the World Series, what? And he said, try not to suck.
Right, okay.
And what was he doing there? He was lowering the expectations. He was lowering the temperature of everybody thought, oh, we got to be good, we got to be great. And he just said, you know what, just try not to suck, and you'll be fine. And so they made T-shirts. He wears glasses, so it's like it said "Try not to suck" and had a picture of Joe Madden's glasses on the front, and that kind of became the theme for the year. And guess what? They lived up to the hype, and what they said was the greatest Game 7 of a World Series ever. When the pressure was the highest, this team came through because they just went whoosh. So that's important. That's the lesson for today is, you know what, when you feel pressure, when you're like, oh, I got to be perfect, I got to perform, instead think of those terms, try not to suck. As a matter of fact, I'm making a T-shirt, going to put on my website that says, our leaders don't suck.
There you go. Okay.
Because that's the kind of place you want to work for, right? Where your leaders don't go, pressure, you got to perform, you got to perform. Instead, it's like, you know what, do your best, relax, put a smile on your face. And what's funny is all the studies show your performance elevates, your productivity rises greatly. That's what we do here at the Encouragement Lab, is we help people raise their productivity through positivity. And that's one way to do it, is to just say, you know what, quit raising the bar to where it's unbearable pressure. Instead, just say, you know what, take it easy, man. Just do your best. Try not to suck.
Right.
Things will be fine.
Okay, all right. But I can hear folks maybe who are listening and watching us this morning, Dr. Hattabaugh, saying, but if I've got a whole office or factory of employees, they've got to do their job and quality control and safety and all those different things. You got to have goals for them, right? You can't just have the lowest common denominator, right?
Oh, certainly you have to have goals, but the thing is we put the pressure on so much that people crack. I was working with an organization a couple weeks ago that literally the people were telling me, man, it's just every day we come here, and it's like we have to be even better and better and better and better. And, students these days have to perform on the test. I work with a group of teachers, and that's one of the things they hear is we got to get the kids doing better and better on the test. Well, guess what? The more pressure you put on it, the worse they're going to do. Instead, it's like, just go have fun, do your best with this. And the performance goes up, the test anxiety goes down, and we've all had that, right? We went to a test where it's like we studied so hard, and then we get brain freeze because we're so wanting to do good. That's what Try Not to Suck is about, is, let that go. Just let, all the work you've done take you through, not get caught up in the moment of trying to be the best you can be.
All right. That sounds like good advice, Dr. Hattabaugh, and it sounds like it works, too, if you got the World Series pennant to show for it.
Exactly.
All right.
Go Cubs.
There you go. Dr. Mike Hattabaugh, he is with me every Wednesday from the Encouragement Lab right here on KSJE, Farmington.
How do you know what to make of the news? Is it politically inflected? Is it stenography? Is it just plain untrue? On the Media helps you decode the news. We reveal the process behind the story because there's sometimes as much to be learned from the gathering as from the news itself. Please join us.